Well, looks like I'm back out in the garden today. Well, not back in it, but morning time. What time is it? Maybe 10 o'clock, something like that. Where the sun's shining is probably around 10 o'clock. Everything's starting to shine and hit. Got the watermelon over here. Tree. Look at that sprouts gotten bigger. Once that the sun really starts getting heat out here, they start growing faster. But the melons are doing pretty well. They gotten bigger because we had a couple of rains hit us. We had some bad weather hit us, I think last week. Tornadoes and stuff. Tore up some stuff up the road. But we're thankful nothing happened down here too much. Just had some heavy rain and all that. But the cantaloupes came back. They were looking pathetic for a little bit, but they coming back. All bushy over there, and the watermelon definitely. We can tell the watermelon. It takes a lot for them to get knocked down. Most cases, but they seem to be doing well over here in this new area. And they're getting here and weed eventually because that grass tilled up in there. They just centipede grass. They come on back and mess up stuff. So we're gonna get in there one day and knock that out. We had some cold weather. I think yesterday was pretty cold in the morning, and all day it was windy. Today is nice and it's warm now, and it's not as windy, and it got a little crisp out here. But I thought it was gonna be frost, but it only went down to 38. So we're in a good zone, because if we was in a bad zone, these things would have been like brown, or not brown, like a translucent green, looking ugly and dead. Sadly, I don't have no more dirt to put on these things. I scooped these troughs out, so when it rained, it'll make the water go that way. It has some good drainage. But I threw whatever I had onto the potato mound. Most cases you can bend them down or whatever, throw more dirt on them, they grow more roots. But I don't got enough dirt. Now these, like I said, these things are buried a foot down, and they got this mound right here. Hopefully it'll do some justice. Maybe next year I can get prepared for potatoes. I watched some videos on potatoes they just do hay. They just doing a lot of hay, and they seem to be working. A little bit of compost and hay. They didn't even put them in the dirt. So that's a good idea to learn. I mean, don't always need to put them in the dirt, but I think the potato, to me, is probably better off in the dirt, because there's more protection. The animal ain't gonna come and dig through the hay. Hay's easy to dig through, and the animal come gnawing on them and all that stuff. But they're doing pretty well. Big fat potato trees over there. We got habanero, but the jalapenos look like they're doing pretty well. He's still struggling, so I'm probably gonna take him out, because I got 2 ghost peppers over here on the table I'm gonna put down. I was gonna plant them yesterday, but it was kind of windy and cold, so let them have a little break, get warmed up today, harden up a little bit, because ghost peppers are pretty small. Everything's looking good though. I gotta do some clipping on a lot of these plants, get them, because they got a lot of sprigs on them now, and I gotta clip the bottoms and all that, so they have a good stalk. Clip the top my peppers off, and let them ride out, because these down here doing pretty well. I did clip them off a week ago, and it makes that stem real thick, and all these little sprigs come out. And I need to take the ones at the bottom down there off, so they won't track get any kind of disease on them or whatever. I never seen any pepper get disease really, because peppers are pretty they're pretty good against diseases, unless they start getting malnutrition and something like that. The leaves start falling off, turning yellow and stuff. They do that even when they going good. They lose leaves, get too hot outside, too cold, too much water. But they're usually pretty good at keeping alive by their own accord. The The eggplant's gotten a lot bigger since last time. Look at that thing. They getting that sun in the morning time. They coming on up. Bell pepper's looking good. Mole crickets, yeah, I ain't been messing with them no more. Guess the stem's a little too fat, but mole cricket came back for seconds on him, on my tomato plant, so he's dead and gone. But I still might get maybe a little batch of Roma tomatoes. I don't know, or I don't really want to do cherry tomatoes. They get kind of stringy and all that stuff, so I ain't gonna do that this year. We do got some new guests in the garden. They are popping up all over the place. There's purple royal burgundy ones. Look, they popping up. I just wet the garden down this morning, so when they come up, they won't have no troubles and break that ground and come on up and make some beans for me. And the same, I think they're coming up over here too. I thought I seen something come up over here. Yep, there it is. I got the yellow wax, Cherokee wax ones in here, and I got regular old green beans. They'll be popping up over there somewhere. But the Cherokee wax will be coming up first since they got in the ground first. Yep, look at that. You see the cracking right there? Where's it at? Right there. And they're poking up right here. I can't wait to see what they look like. Asparagus beans. They're growing up all over the place. All around look like this stuff. If I ain't seen asparagus bean. They're pretty long. How they doing? Look like they're doing okay. I think my peas are starting to come up too. Planted them. Yep, there's one. Got another one right there. Right there. That phone's flipped upside down or something. I don't know. I can see little greens coming out. Yep. Little green things coming out. That means that's the pea stem. Once they get going, I'll make some little trellises for them. The potatoes on this end looking good. Pretty thick. Look at all them tubers, man. If you can get some dirt on them, put some dirt on them. I just went ahead and put this leaf mulch on there. See how they do with it. It keeps the moisture in there. But I always did oak leaves in my garden. Never really had a problem with leaves. But, you know, they all came from my yard, so I'm not getting anywhere else. But you might be, you could get diseases also from oak leaves. They might have something in there. It might bring parasites over to your garden, stuff like that. So be aware if you ever use leaves and stuff as a mulch, you might get a little guest in there in your vegetable garden there, tearing up your stuff. Might not. I don't know. I never really had too much of a problem. I just had problems with the stuff like the worms that eat in a cucumber later on, or squash burrow worms. I hate them things, but hopefully these do well. My zucchini, hey, looking a little bit better. You got some pretty leaves right there. But they gotten bigger. But they stay in the sun all day long. Well, right now it's in the shade this morning, in that oak tree behind me. But they stay in. They get the most of the sun, more sun. They might get equal sun, because they get this in the morning time. The yellow squash. It kind of pans out, I guess. Yellow squash will get this all day down this line, and then they get their sunlight, and then by the time it gets over there, it'll be shady on their end. Okra looks like it's doing pretty well. I'm still debating on if these are pepper plants. I don't know. I still let them gonna grow. See what happens. But these peppers are doing good. Dang, where's the thing at? I think they're the what are they? Yeah, cayennes. I meant to say cayenne there. Cayennes and the sweet peppers, they look like they're doing well. I'm gonna have to cut them. so I can get them sprigging up. See, you don't see those sprigs on them, see? Once you cut that top off, you start getting little branches and all that. Them got sprigs all over them, so they're starting to Y up at the top. I want to cut that off and get them more branches on it for the future. But that's what you do. You want to get more branches, you cut that top off and they start sprigging up. But these, they can get out of hand on you though. I think that's the only pepper I had that would get out of hand on me. Make pepper out of the pepper out of the pepper. You just get overwhelmed. That's the banana pepper. Cuban L can do the same thing. I'm probably going to have to move them because I got the okra, the whatchamacallit, them babies that decided to come out later on. So they get big, so their stalks probably get like that big around. They might shade out them Cuban L's. I might take out the okra and just leave one in the middle, or let them get a little bit bigger and transplant them. One of them too. They transplant okay. They ain't too bad off. But the yellow squash down here, he look kind of pathetic looking. But I think it's how the light hits them. It's like they get big down there, and it comes like a stare effect and small. I don't know why it does that. What else we got around here? I think that's it. Beans coming up, peas are coming up. They're all on schedule. The beans actually came up 6 days. 6 to 7, about 6 days when I planted them, so they're on track. Another one right there. But we come back next Saturday, see what they got going. Might be a little bigger. Hope everything goes good. It should, hopefully. Keep watering them and cleaning up out here. They should be all right. So have a good weekend. See y'all later.